Hey, hi, and hello, everybody. Madding Pyro here. Day 21 of my keto adventure. I wasn't going to do a vlog today. I wasn't even going to do a cooking video because I posted the fishing video. But I decided, since I told you guys I was going to do a cooking video, I'm going to go ahead and do a cooking video. We're going to cook escargot today, which is, believe it or not, completely keto friendly. It's also really tasty, and it's not about the snail so much as it is about the butter you put it in. It's very potent, nice salty garlic butter. It's really good. My kids have wanted to try it. I personally love them. I don't have them often because they can be a bit pricey, especially if you go into the restaurants. So without any more time being spent, or we're going to chit-chat through the whole thing too, but I'm going to go ahead and start. What you got to do is get a small pan. Of course, you guys know my little stove thing here. Get a small pan and put it on fairly low, like medium-low heat, medium-high heat, medium whatever heat. And you take about 3 tablespoons of butter and just plop it in your pan. You don't want to get this hot enough to where you're cooking your butter. You want to basically melt the butter, get it kind of where it's hot, but it's not frying hot. You kind of want to clarify and poach it, because that's how you cook the snails. You don't want to deep fry them in butter, although that sounds really good. So you just kind of want to heat it up, and it's going to take a little bit because or the way you do it, because it does, I don't have extremely high heat down there. I'm not frying, I'm poaching. Now, escargot are snails. It's a specific French snail, and they're gnarly looking. I mean, there you go. That's what a escargot looks like, guys. Of course, it's a snail, no shell, no anything like that. And they come, I've never seen anybody except the French have them live. These are imported from France, but I've never seen anybody but the French have them live. You normally will buy them out of a can in the United States, and you can get, of course, different size cans. And there's different grades. These guys are the giant size, so they're really big. You can get them all the way down to like super smalls. And my personal opinion is super smalls are pointless. If you can get over the fact that it's a snail, which some people can, some people cannot, then you're good to go. It really doesn't. It's not about the snail in this dish. It's about the garlic butter, honestly. That garlic butter takes over the flavor of the snail so much. It's not even funny. And I'll explain why the garlic butter. If you look here, I got 6 cloves of garlic cut up in there, and it's sliced like super duper thin. Now, if you know about anything, 3 tablespoons of butter and 6 cloves of garlic is an absolute insane amount to put in. And it seems insane. But that's exactly what we're going to do. You want that butter garlicky, garlicky, garlicky. And that's what the dish is more about. Normally you would serve this with a puff pastry of some sort, or a cream puff type pastry. My cat's an idiot. That's why you just saw the light flash. She decided that she was going to go see if she could push it over. Cats. Anyway, so you just want that to kind of sit in there. It will start to fry a little bit, but you don't want it to fry so much as you want it to poach. Like I said, you want it to slowly cook. And then what I've got here is just some regular kosher salt, and I use unsalted butter. And you want that garlic butter a little salty and garlicky. And man, it's just, the garlic butter is what it's about, man. And the snails really don't, I mean, I don't want to say they don't have a flavor, but the flavor's very muted on the snail. It's kind of, honestly, it reminds me of kind of like a clam or mussel. So then what we want to do is just take these little guys, and you want to put them in that garlic butter, and basically let them poach. You want the snail to take on as much of the garlic as humanly possible. So that's
bowl or plate to serve.
that's just a bowl like that is fine. You can actually, if you wash that one, we can use it. So you want to get them coated in that garlic butter as quickly as you can. The main reason being is you want that garlic to soak into that snail as quick as you can and as much as it will. Again, the garlickier the better. And, you know, people think of these snails as, oh my God, you're eating snails. Yeah, they're a big muscle. They taste good. You know, I wouldn't go out to my garden and pick up a snail and try to cook it. But these specific snails, which I can't remember what species they are really tasty. You know, whoever thought of picking one up and eating it first was kind of like, I can say the same thing about an oyster too. An oyster's a rock, you know, I mean, if you look at it, it's a rock. And whoever decided to pick it up, bust it open and go, hey, that looks good. Man, they were on something good. That's all I have to say. Because that's a, to look at, now I love oysters, don't get me wrong. But to look at those things, they look like little balls of snot. I know, appetizing, right? Whoa, you're doing a cooking show. Just stop. You're going to make people sick. But anyway, basically you want these to poach in the garlic butter for a couple minutes. I mean, of course, the longer the better. And I'm going to let mine sit probably for a while. Because it's just going to be phenomenal. And I can't wait because I haven't had them in so long. And they're just, like I said, they're just really yummy. And it's more about the garlic butter than it is the snail itself. It really is. And just the taste of them, my mouth's watering. I know what I'm expecting from these, you know, and I do eat some weird stuff, and you guys, if there's anything you want to see me cook, or if there's anything you want to know how to cook, let me know. I can definitely make a video on it. And I can cook pretty much anything. I'm trying to stay with stuff that's keto or keto friendly, so I can, you know, I can eat it. But if there's something out there that you guys want, and I have a recipe database that has recipes from the 1600s all the way up to now. Now the 1600s food obviously is not very keto, but you know, I just FYI, I have that. So if you guys want to see anything cooked, just let me know. I'm going to try, as the summer kicks on more, I'm going to try to do more of a, I don't want to say catch, clean, and cook, because I may show you me catching it, I may not. It depends on the day, and it depends on how things are going.
I'm the one that cleans it.
But there's stuff like perch and catfish and rockfish and, you know, crabs and oysters and clams and shrimp and mussels. I mean, there's all that kind of stuff that we will be, you know, going out here and harvesting straight from the Chesapeake Bay, and we'll bring them back and we'll cook them. And, you know, like steamed crabs. People steam, you know, they think they know what they're doing when they're steaming crabs. And most people do. Most people that steam them do. But there are people out there that have no clue. You know, they've never eaten a crab a day in their life. Same thing with, like, I'll pick up a Dungeness crab or something and do a cook video with it. Or I'll pick up an octopus or squid, or, you know, just, if you want to see weird stuff, let me know in the comments. If you want to see normal stuff, let me know in the comments. If you only want to see keto stuff, let me know in the comments. Guys, the comments are your communication tool directly to me. another thing, I was going to do a live stream yesterday, and I tried. I tried and tried and tried. For some reason, YouTube will not let me do the live stream. So, if you friend request me on Facebook, I can do a live from Facebook, which is really cool too. And if I do one, first off, is anybody interested? Secondly, if you are interested, I have to give you my Facebook, which is just my name, William Myers. All you do is click on, friend request me. I'll accept you, and then we'll do a live stream from there if we need to, or if we want to, or however it is. With everybody being basically on lockdown at this point, I mean, it's a voluntary lockdown so far. But my personal opinion of it is, I don't think it's going to be voluntary for much longer. I think Maryland's going to follow suit with California and Illinois and all the other states that are on basically a mandatory lockdown. I hope it doesn't get to that, but I don't see it really happening any other way right now. So, that being said, I'm preparing. I do like to socialize. I like to talk to everybody. If we're going to do it, then, Facebook's a tool. YouTube is a tool. And we can use it for just that purpose. So, if you want, then that's how we'll do it. I think it'll be good for all of us to still stay in contact with each other without actually touching each other. Yes, I did go out yesterday, and I'm probably going out today. And we'll go from there. I've got some stuff I need to do, and now whether I record or not, I don't know yet, but that's kind of the game plan. It's kind of the game plan. So these guys are almost done. Like I said, I let them sit in that butter as long as possible, and then you serve them with the butter. You don't mess around. Just put them in there with the butter. These guys are canned, so they're already heated and cooked all the way through. But what you want to do is basically heat them up really good and make sure they're nice and hot, because you definitely don't want to eat a cold snail. So I'm going to turn the heat up just a bit more to get that heat really going. The smell is amazing. Can you smell like garlic butter or something?
I'm over here. I got your fan blowing in my face.
Well, then you really should be getting it. Come here. Zane's head, his uncombed head, is going to stick his face in.
It smells good.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, be careful, it's hot. It doesn't smell like you would think a snail would smell like, does it? Like I said,
No, normally dirt and earth.
It's all about the butter. It's all about that butter, and they have such a bad stigma because they're snails. It's like eating a scorpion or a tarantula or anything else. Yes, it's weird. Yes, it's odd for us as Americans. It is, but around the world, these are absolute delicacies, and I personally think it's a delicacy. But yeah, if you guys look here, you can see, I hope you can see inside the pan. It is bubbling, but it's not browning. It's not frying. It's more poaching than it is anything. I would like to call it convi, but it's not, due to, it's not its own fat. But, man, that smells good. And they are tasty little bugs. Think about, if you think about what you eat and what we consider really good food, what is the one thing that comes to mind when I say really expensive food? Saying, what comes to mind?
For me, it'd be some kind of tuna.
Or lobster, right? Lobster. Crabs, crustaceans. A lot of people think that, and yeah, it's expensive. But if you think about it, what is a lobster?
shellfish.
It's a big bug. They look like bugs. They have exoskeletons. You know, and they're gnarly looking, and they look alien.
It's literally just a bug just underwater.
Right. It's an underwater bug. So that's why they actually call them bugs. But they taste really good. This is no different. So don't let the fact that it's a snail put you off from it, and don't let that stigma stop you from trying it. Just because we call it a bug, or an insect, or a snail, I guess would be closer related to a mollusk.
Would you like chopsticks or a fork?
A seated fork, please. And, you know, don't let that put you off. These are tasty little guys. And, yes, it's weird. Yes, it's odd. But, man, they're good. I'm telling you, they're good. These guys are about done. Now, normally what I would do is I would put these on an escargot plate. And I would put them in the oven for a couple minutes. And that would be it. Go ahead and take this down, see. And that would be it. They would be done. I am not going to do that because I thoroughly pan cook them. And basically I heated them up and let them sit in that butter. Now what we're going to do, instead of using an escargot plate, which I should do, I'm going to pour off that clarified butter and the garlic and put those little suckers in that bowl. Once again, it's more about the garlic butter. There you go. It's more about the garlic butter. Now, I got a little seafood fork. Now, this is what you use to dig the crab meat out of legs and blue crab. And it's got a little fork on the end for like shrimp and stuff like that. Works perfect for these guys. Now, what you do is you just poke it, just like that. And you see how the butter's just, I mean, I'll dunk that sucker back in there. And I got a big old chunk of garlic right there. And that butter just drips off of it. So what we're going to do is let this guy cool down for a second. Because that's hot. I don't know if you've ever put your fingers, I'm getting emails again. Have you ever put something really hot in your mouth, which I'm sure you have. It sucks. And a solid piece of protein like a solid piece of meat, it ain't going to be much better. That's still really hot. Sorry guys, it's hot. Oh, really hot. But it was wonderful. Salty, briny, just like you want it. Really super garlicky and buttery, just like it's supposed to be. This stuff, I'm telling you, guys, go out, buy a can. This is actually Roland brand. Buy a can of these escargot, take them home, cook them like I just showed you how, and you'll absolutely love them. So, day 21 still going strong. Guys, be safe out there. Get healthy, get happy, and I'll see you guys.